Can you believe we're already literally halfway through the year? It's absolutely insane. It's your girl Mel here. I am here with a speed review of everything that I purchased in the last 6 months between the fall of 2023 Sephora sale and the April sale of this year. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 bags worth of stuff. And the reason why I wanted to make this video is because sale season is upon us. I'm including things that you can purchase from MAC, Nordstrom, if I purchase anything from Bloomies, where else? Ulta, and of course Sephora. So today Ulta started their summer sale. MAC is currently having 40% off, and before we know it, we'll have 4th of July sales, Labor Day sales if you're here in the US, and then also we kind of just slide into the fall 2024 Sephora sale as well. So whether you choose to take part in any of the store sales or you want to shop any of the brands directly on their site, I just wanted to go over everything that I've purchased, let you know whether you should put it on your list or not, and if it's worth trying out. I think I saw Jamie Page's video. She just recently did a declutter of her blushes, and so you know, she let you know which ones she was giving away, which ones were trash, which ones she liked and we're gonna keep, but then there were also her faves. So we're gonna keep an ongoing tally of like the ones that are supposed to go on your list. So if you see that in this video, totally got that idea from her. Although most of my makeup was purchased during the fall and spring Sephora sales, you definitely don't have to shop those sales if you don't want to. I implore you to follow the Beauty BFF and the Beauty Steal. They let you know when there are sales taking place, especially with the brands directly. For example, like I said, MAC just had or is having 40% off right now. NARS just had 25% off. So I want to let you guys know, especially because I don't I've never filmed a favorites video. I figure let's just go through everything. I have notes here, color coordinated and whatnot. So let's get down to business. Let's start with bag number 1, which is Prep. I picked up 2 primers. The first one is the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and then the Milk Mattifying and Blurring Primer. I absolutely love this primer. I remember now why it's the OG and it's as good as it is. I did always purchase the Smashbox 24-hour primer, shadow primer, and I like it, but you know, like you have problems like this where it like starts to split and bust open. And then also I'm getting older, my under eyes are getting drier, and I find that because I have one massive crease under each eye, the Urban Decay primer actually works better. It's not as drying and as mattifying. I was going to tell you to put one on the list. It would be the Urban Decay Primer Potion. So there's that. And then as far as the Milk Primer, I do like it. I have it on now. It is literally 97 degrees today. It's very humid because it's also supposed to rain, which is why it's 2 in the afternoon and it looks so dark here. Like, it's insane. But I think this is good. I'm not sure I am so wowed by it that I would tell you to put it on your list. It's good. It does what it's supposed to do. Color correctors. I had already purchased in the spring of 2023 the Huda color corrector in Papaya. I wanted to try out the pink version, which is Lychee. I like them both. If you are someone who suffers from immense hyperpigmentation, discoloration, this is really great because it is very powerful. A little goes a long way. I know people say things like that, but it's true. Very little bit, let it dry for a second, blend it out. So it does take a little bit of time. And I really thought that these were gonna be holy grail, like forever and ever. but when I tell you, I purchased this in April and you are going to see a dip. This is the, look at that. Clearly, I use this almost every single day or every time I wear makeup. This is the Light Reflecting Eye Brightener by NARS. Okay, I use the shade Magic Hour under my eyes. This shade is a little too light for around the mouth and the darker hyperpigmentation that I have. So I actually just recently got, like a couple days ago actually, just got Sunfire, which is perfection. If I had to choose between the two, you got to put this one on your list. If you are looking for convenience, wonderful formula, blendability, use a fluffy brush like the, I wanted to have the brush here with me, but I'll put a picture here of the Sephora concealer brush. Use that with these. This is on the go. And then if I want some added coverage, I already had this, so this isn't new, but if I do want a little extra something under the eyes, then I use my NARS Soft Matte Creamy Concealer in Amande also. Look at that. That doesn't even have as big of a dip as my brightener. So let's move on to eye makeup. I'm going to do my best to not swatch everything, but I can't promise that. But first up, we have the Refi Tinted Eye Gel. This is really nice. I thought I really loved it until, this is why first impressions aren't always the best type of videos to do. I forgot how good this is and I haven't rebought it. This is the Kosas Air Brow, and it just gives you a bit more color than the Refi Brow Gel. Okay, that's the, yeah, the Refi Brow Gel. That's Kosas. That's, you see. So if you don't have sparse brows like myself, if you are a bushier, bigger brow girl, guy, whomever, no judgment, then the Refi would be for you. If you need help filling in patches like myself, then I would go with the Kosas Air Brow. I am waiting for them to have another kit, and that's the only reason why I haven't bought another one as yet. On top of the fact that I do like their brow pencil because it is so thin, but look how dark that is. Like, you make a mistake and it's over. So I am gonna get the Kosas Nano brow pencil when they have a kit in the fall, because we're shopping smarter. So then next, as far as eyes are concerned, I bought the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize Cream Eyeshadow in Amber Gold. I like it. I love the formula. I would say put this on your list if you are a cream shadow person. The reason why I don't use Amber Gold as much as I use Chocolate Brown, look at that dip right there, is because this is just more my speed, more my color. It's actually what, I shouldn't have this on, but it's actually kind of what I have on today. This is a shadow from a palette that you'll see very soon, but these taupey, mauvey colors are my jam. I would put these on your list, again, if you are looking for quick, easy, one shadow cream shadows. On the same sort of vibe as those Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows, I would say the Merit Solo Shadow in Vachetta. I actually use it as an eyeshadow primer, sort of in the same vein as the MAC paint pots. The only thing is, this doesn't always play nice with every eyeshadow palette, but for that, I would say you can skip this. There are a lot of other things that you can use for an eyeshadow primer, like the MAC paint pots, regular eyeshadow primers, your concealer. This is nice. I will continue to use it because I have it, but I don't think that you have to put it on your list. As I keep saying, like, put it on the list or don't, it's because if you are going to shop and, you know, I keep thinking about someone who's on a limited budget, what is really worth your money? So I did pick up 2 eyeliners recently. I got the Stila Stay All Day liner and the 𝗕𝗓𝗓𝗕𝗓 line work in Onyx. And this right here is the, where is it? So this right here, that's Stila. This is 𝗕𝗓𝗓𝗕𝗓. They're almost $10 apart. The Stila, I believe, is $29 and the 𝗕𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗕𝗓 is $19. If you are in need and you really want an eyeliner, I would say go with 𝗕𝗓𝗓𝗕𝗓, but in all sincerity, I think I'm gonna start shopping drugstore for eyeliners and mascaras. I move through these really quickly. I should really throw these out now. So like if you really want to get one, I would say go with 𝗕𝗓𝗓𝗕𝗓 because, I mean, whoa, darker, a bit more matte, and $10 less. And then if you get like 20% off, let's say, that's a pretty good buy. It's a lot. I can admit that, but I have all of these mascaras to tell you about. The Dior primer, I'm not sure I would put this on the list. This is cute and all. It does what it's supposed to do. I'm just not sure that I'm seeing what everyone else says that I should be seeing. Someone did comment on my video where I'm using this primer and said maybe let it dry before putting anything else on, another mascara on. I'm not entirely sure that even doing so, I saw a huge difference. I do have a lash lift, but I don't know. I thought it was okay. I think I'm just not into the whole like mascara primer situation. So maybe it's just me, which is completely possible. If you want like a little razzle dazzle in your life, you could put these on the list. It's not mandatory, but I do really like the YSL mascaras. So good. I think they're worth the money. I love them. It's kind of sad that I can't use the waterproof one right now. So I actually extended out my lash lift. I don't know what you call it. Like I have to go back and get it done again. And I pushed my appointment back so that I can use that for a little bit as well. The Givenchy, this is really great for an everyday look. I don't think you will get crazy lifted separated lashes like you would with the YSL. So it just depends on your vibe. If you want nice everyday separated lashes, go with the Givenchy. If you want drama, I would go with the YSL. So it's your world, whatever you want to do. And then bottom lashes, I got the Clinique bottom lash mascara. Look how tiny, super tiny. You don't have to. If you see, like I think I got it 40% off or half off, get it then. It's really not mandatory to get it. It's a nice to have. But I will say the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash, this honey, she gets your lower lashes together. I get her every single time. On sale, full price, I don't care. I'm buying her. So that's that. So like a crazy person, I decided, oh, I'm so sorry. Actually, one mascara that I don't have that you should definitely put on your list, whether she has it on sale or you get it through one of the stores, the Fenty Hella Thick Volumizing Mascara. That is probably holy grail. I need to pick that up. If you don't want to spend YSL money, the Fenty Hella Thick mascara is the way to go. I just don't have it right now because I ran out of it, and I already have so many that I'm like, I need to chill. Okay. Now, if I'm looking down and if I'm like this a lot, no, I don't have neck or back problems. It's just my ring light. I hate the glare. But anyway, I, like a psycho, decided to buy 7 eyeshadow palettes within the last 8 months. and we're gonna start off with Huda. I did pick up the Empowered palette here during the fall sale last year, which as you can see is more of a warm tone gold palette. And I got her sister the Pretty Grunge palette as well. I love both, I really do. Do you need both? No. And here are some swatches from the Empowered palette. And I did a matte eyeshadow shade here because they're also just as good as her shimmer shades. So I think it really just depends on what you're looking for, to be honest, what's more of your vibe. In terms of quality, I think they're great. Do you need both? Absolutely not. But you know, if you're more of a warm toned person, that's great, or more cool, that's also, you know, wonderful as well. But I don't think you need to put both on your list. Pick one, go in, swatch from now. Oh, she also has really good sales during Black Friday. So now's the time to go in store, play around with them and see which is your jam. Okay, it's gonna take me too long if I'm like swatching everything on the back of my hand, so we gotta figure this out. There's gotta be a better way. A palette that I bought in the fall and it took me months possibly to even use it and appreciate it, and oh my god, I'm so upset, is the Dior Copper Essentials. They don't have this right now, and I will put on the screen if Dior directly, you know, has it, or Nordstrom, so I'll figure that out for you. But when I was looking on Sephora's website, they don't have it right now. It doesn't mean that they won't ever. I didn't think that this was limited edition, but at any rate, I use this quite a bit. I mean, it looks like there's nothing spectacular about them, but on the eyes, so good. Again, this is more so, I'd put this on your list if you are shopping for yourself, if you want a little luxury, a treat, a birthday gift for someone else. This is worth it. The shades in the formula, the lasting power is worth it, especially if you're able to get it on sale. At McGrath, this is Sublime 2. I have wanted this for a very long time, and I will say this, although I use this palette, love this palette, think the shades are absolutely gorgeous, I finally decided to go ahead with getting this palette because it was half off. So when she has her Black Friday sales, I think you should pick this up, and any of her others. I have the bronze palette, and I have, I believe, Divine Rose, which is number 6. So I have 5 and 6. Yes, very much worth it, but for $128, that's very steep. Get them on sale. She always has good 30, 40, 50% off sales. With her though, the more you buy, the more you save. So you would have to get maybe 1 or 2 things, pricey things, to get the price down, but she's worth it. On the list, but only at a deep discount. Sorry. 2 of these I got within the last couple of weeks, months. One I've had for a while. On sale, regular price, I don't care. Put them on your list. All 3, actually all 4 if I bring out another one. Makeup by Mario. I love these palettes. Looking at them, I'm like, ew, they're all dirty. I don't care. Here is the original Master Mattes that I use and love oh so much. I did not realize that I am actually more of your traditional cool tone neutral girl. These are my type of browns, like they really are, like this one. Number, what is this, number 8, number 6, then you have like 9, 10 over here. That is definitely my speed. I love these 2 palettes. I have had to stop using them because I am not reaching for anything else. Also, during the fall sale, I did get the Ethereal Eyes palette. It's limited edition. I don't think you can get it anymore, but I'm showing it to you in case he decides to bring it back for a third time. But I bought it. It's pricey. I would say get this one on sale because I love every single matte shadow in here. But you see this row? I'm not a super shimmery glitter girl. Not these kinds, not this type of sparkle. And I know they can be used as toppers, but I tend to just, ironically enough, use the mattes. And I already have 2 matte shadows, so I just need to be brave and use them in the way that they're intended. So now we're gonna move on to a favorite category of mine, base. We're talking powders, concealers, foundations, all of the things. So let's get into it. I am going to try to be as cutthroat as possible because I'll let you know from now that I think I love every single thing here. There's a part of me that wants to say put everything on the list, but you know, out of all the products that I have, I'm really gonna try to just tell you like 1 or 2 things, because that's just ridiculous if I tell you, you know, pick up everything. Like, no. So face. First up, Makeup Forever Hydrating Glow Foundation. I would put this on your list. Oh my God, I'm failing already. Put this on your list if you are an oily combo girl who is ready to get out of the all matte foundation. I was so shocked that I was able, because I don't go for glow, dewy, whatever, because I'm already oily combo, and the summer I'm just like oil slick. But surprisingly, this was really nice. I wear the shade 4N62. I have on my list, speaking of on the list, I have 4Y60 because this is just a little dark. This is my summer shade. So actually, now that I've gotten a little bit of a tan, I will start wearing this. But I really like this, and I feel like this, and the reason why I want to get the shade down is because I want to wear this in the winter when I'm a little bit drier. This is good. And then this combo here, the Laura Mercier Flawless foundation and concealer. Same reason why I really love this foundation is the reason why I wore this like pretty much all winter. This was like the only foundation I wore over the winter because it gave me a nice, almost, what's the word that they use sometimes or the description, like demi matte, you know, where you're not super glowy and dewy, but you're also not, you know, flat matte. This is really nice. It almost feels like a serum on your skin. So again, put it on your list if you want that sort of in between. Nice coverage. I am in the shade 5N2 Cardamom, and the concealer, I don't think you have to put the concealer on your list. It's very hydrating, really great color, and this is in 4N2, but I don't have the same passion for it like I do with these two. So you don't have to. We have the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation, as well as the Creamy Concealer in Amande, Holy Grail. I haven't had this in a few years, bought it again, used it, and was like, oh yeah, that's why. This is great for just quick, you know, on-the-go makeup. Put that on your list if you want a concealer that you don't have to think about. Very little blending, beautiful. I can't say to put this on your list only because I don't think Macao is my color. I can't go down to Bellum, and I don't think I can go up to Marquise. A lot, I've watched, even after purchasing this a second time, watched so many reviews. I don't understand it. It just does not work with my skin tone. I think it's the undertone, which is really sad because I actually really like this foundation. This foundation reminds me a lot of, which I do have a color in, the Pat McGrath Sublime. You know, it's that very light, almost water-like foundation. It gives me those vibes, but, and even seeing them next to each other, you see what I mean? Why just in the bottle, why the NARS Macao doesn't really work for me. It's the undertone. I think it's just too orange. It just pulls way too orange. But Pat McGrath Medium Deep 26, I absolutely love it. I will be pulling this out more as well for the summer because it's just so light. I won't, because I don't like doing this, because I will get it all over my clothes, but I could see myself even putting this on like my fingertips. I'm like, because it's just such a great formula. These two, again, we're going with all stores, every which way. The new MAC Studio Fix Fluid, the new formula. I am now NC40, what? I am now NC50 instead of NC47. I love it. It's really great. This is not as matte and as flat as the original. That formula, the original formula, would just like suck you in. It's not budging, it's not moving. Neither is this one, but this gives you more of a skin-like matte look. My mother-in-law's here. She's leaving tomorrow. She's making frijoles. And so if you hear the blender, apologies in advance, but the baby's sleeping and we gotta do what we gotta do. The last liquid foundation that I have for you, Holy Grail, put it on your list. Super oily, semi-oily, oily combo, I don't care. This foundation, the Dior Forever Matte, I am in 5N. This I had to have again. I'm like, hello, the summer's coming. I need a matte foundation. It's great that all these other ones are kind of in between, but I need matte. I wore this 2 weeks ago when my brother-in-law was in town from Florida. We went to brunch. It was like 90 degrees outside, and you know, here in Jersey, 90 degrees is like stifling. It's humid. And I remember coming home and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna look at myself in the mirror and I'm gonna look crazy. No, my makeup was perfect. Not because I did my makeup perfectly, but it still looked the way that it did when I left the house. So put this on your list. Also, oh my gosh, how did I forget? The Forever Skin Correct. This, if you don't want to, I haven't even had coffee today, like go figure. If you don't want to purchase the foundation, then go with the concealer. Both of them I have in 5N, as you can see. And sometimes I use this concealer sort of under the eyes to spot conceal, and then a powder, and I'm good to go. Like my no foundation makeup days. I am so sorry. Put it on your list. I love this thing. I use it so much that now it's broken. It won't go back down, but this is the Hourglass Vanish Stick, right? Vanish Stick foundation in the shade 15.5 Sable. This, the concealer in Teak, and then I just got another concealer in Maple. I don't know where I've been without the stick foundation. I've used many stick foundations and I've never fallen in love with one like I did with this Hourglass. Put it on your list. So, I mean, what are you not putting on your list right now? Oh my God, that's terrible. I apologize. I really love base products, and you know, obviously don't buy all of them, but they're worth at least a look and a swatch and see, you know, which one has your best shade and you go with that. You don't need these two, because what you're gonna put on your list is the Colé Skin Tint. If you watch my video, you will see I put on way too much in that video. I have used it since, and I've put it just like in the center of my face and then blended it out. Beautiful. So yeah, you're gonna skip these two and you're gonna put Colé on your list. I am in shade Deep 2. I will use this but I don't think you need to put this on your list. This is the Supergoop Protectant. The reason why is because although it's SPF 50, I guess I just struggle with like putting on more throughout the day. which is the trouble with like makeup in general. Like, how do you put on more? I actually have a SPF video, but you'll see how I reapply sunscreen. But considering this is makeup, you have to put a lot on, because you have to put a lot of sunscreen on if you want to do it properly. So this gets a little tricky, and there's room for error, and there's room to not look so great. So you don't have to do that. I have SPF for you. I have it. I can't return it because I've had it for too long, so I will use it, but you don't have to put that on your list. This is hard because I want to tell you both, but you don't have to get both. If you don't have to get both. So I have the Dior Star Filter and then the Forever Glow Maximizer. The Star Filter I have in shade 5, and then the Star Filter I have in bronze. Oops. So here's the Star Filter in 5, and here is the Forever Glow Maximizer in shade bronze. So this does not look as dark on the skin, I promise you. I use this under the Vanish, the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation, and it looks so good. I also used it under, of course, the Dior Matte Foundation. Looks amazing. I cannot believe. But when you blend that out, it blends out to a nice sort of sheer illumination. Maximizer, this is more of like a nice to have. Like, she's cute, and I use it actually as a blush, not as like a highlighter, kind of like a 2-for-1, especially on no makeup days. But you don't need her. If you could only get one, I would get the Star Filter. I am actually super proud of myself. I said I wasn't going to get powders, pressed powders, loose powders, all that stuff, and I only got one. So be proud of me. I did pick up the Huda Beauty Peach Pie Easy Bake. I love this thing. It smells amazing. I don't care. I love the fragrance, and it looks great under the eye. Just so you know, this is part 1. Part 2, we are going to go over all of the hair care, skincare, and fragrance that I purchased. That one's going to be a doozy because I definitely buy way more skincare than I do makeup. So we're gonna have fun. What's really great about doing a video like this is that I am getting ready to put together my July everyday makeup drawer. As you know, I had gotten really sick and didn't use any makeup for a while, and then life, and then all that stuff. So I feel like even going through this with you guys is helping me to remember like what I want to use, what I don't want to use, etc. I have been living for my Patrick Ta blushes. Here is She's So LA. I have it on today. Do I have it on? I do have it on today. I have it on today. And then I have Oh She's Different right here. Oops, sorry, that looks dark. And if you're watching this video, my luxury haul is already up on my channel, and I did pick up 𝗕𝗘𝗔𝗟, the highlighter, and I am obsessed with this one as well. His products are amazing. I don't get on too well with the eyeshadows, ironically enough, but his face products I love. And I actually just got, you probably can't see it because it's blurry, the background's blurred, but I also just got the blush brush. Love that. Used it today, so happy. Liquid blush here, NARS Dolce Vita. Dolce Vita is my favorite blush from NARS. I probably would not add this to the list because it's a little too sheer. It's a little too sheer given what the payoff is with the powder blush. So, I mean, I use her. I like her. But she doesn't need to go on your list. We can pick up some other things here. Again, this is like a great present for yourself, for someone else. It's not mandatory, but it's worth at least taking a look. I have here the Givenchy Prisme Libre brush. What? I have here the Givenchy Prisme Libre blush in the shade 5. I have good luck with 5s. And this is a really nice pink, rosy tone color. I don't normally wear colors like this, but I actually really like them. All four. This is definitely more of like a nighttime look for me because it is quite, this thing is very pigmented, so be careful, but you don't have to put her on your list. This is a nice treat yourself, treat someone else purchase. Another one that you can put on your treat yourself list. You don't need this at all, and honestly I don't think you'll get this on sale unless you go through Nordstrom's or Bloomies. Ulta won't have it. They don't put Chanel on sale, but this is the Chanel Le Beige Sheer Healthy Glow Highlighting Fluid, and this is in the shade Sun Kiss. This is really pretty. As you can see, I've been like using it more than usual, and I don't actually put this on my face, I put it on my body. So if I'm going out, going to brunch, you see that? Just magic. So not mandatory. If you happen to see this on sale, then get it, but it doesn't need to go on your list. Please don't hate me for not loving these as much as the hype would tell you that you should like these. But the Rare Beauty blushes and highlighters, I think they're okay. I think they're okay. I'm not like, I think because they're basically like the Dior Maximizer, like they're just really shimmery, and I like a shimmer, don't get me wrong, like obviously I like a shimmer, but not in my blush. Like you have to use a light, or I use a light hand. This one is Love and the other one is Truth. And so and here are the highlighters. You can't tell me that these highlighters don't look, and I think that's the problem. So here's Reflect and here's Reveal, and yes, they have more shimmer than the blush, but look how much blush how much shimmer is in the blush. So they're probably the only product that I haven't used on camera, because I feel like I could have done, and maybe it's more like buyer's remorse, which I don't get a whole lot of, but I just feel like either I should have just gotten the highlighters and used the highlighters with certain blushes, or I should have just gotten the blushes and not used the highlighters. I didn't need both. I definitely didn't need 4 products. And so I guess that's just like my bad. So what are you gonna do? Makeup by Mario. I don't have it anymore. I returned it. I went in store to look at the deep dark color, and I just wasn't a big fan. So I returned it for a store credit because I had it for too long. But I do really love the Estée Dew Bronze Liquid Bronzer. And I love it because it's just this beautiful chocolate shade that I just feel like looks so nice on my skin tone. And it almost looks like, this is in the shade, I'm sorry, Stinson. Almost looks like a blush bronzer situation. Like, and I think I fell in love with this way too hard. I didn't need the Makeup by Mario. So there's that. The Makeup Forever matte bronzer. I like this. If I had filmed this maybe a few days ago, I would have said put it on your list. But again, you need to watch my luxury haul video and you'll see that I just picked up another bronzer that I feel like no other bronzer is going to be able to compete with. If you want, if they're having a great sale and you want a really great matte bronzer, then yeah, this is for you. It feels so soft. Even just doing that feels so soft, and it is a great color. Like, look at the two. It's doing like Wakanda. Onto another bronzer, the Dior Forever Natural Bronzer in shade 8. Also very pretty. I swatched actually all of my bronzers together with the new bronzer that I just picked up, so you can see swatches in that video. Again, nice if you want a luxury bronzer that is matte. I wear shade 8. I believe it's the darkest shade that they have. If you were forcing me to pick between the two, because these are the only two powder bronzers that I have in this video, I would go with the Makeup Forever over the Dior, because it's a bit more cost effective and it's bigger. I believe even the ounces, like what you get, is more. Yeah, well, a little bit more. You get 10 grams versus 9 grams. And Makeup Forever tends to have really great sales. So there's that. 2 more complexion products. For the first time, the One Size Until Dawn. Yes, it says bulletproof as everyone says. If you want to save a bit of money, put this one on the list. But I still love my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. It is more expensive, but I think because of the formula, my makeup doesn't look as dry as it does when I use this. My makeup tends to look a bit more blended, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Wow. And lastly, lips. Lip products. I don't have many because I tend to just really love my MAC lipsticks and lip glosses, so I don't take a chance on a whole lot of things. The Summer Fridays Dream Lip Oil in the shade Rosewood. I did not know it was like a plumping, that sort of peppermint tingly feeling. I don't like that, so I don't use it very often. I just got a couple days ago the Iced Coffee lip balm from Summer Fridays. I definitely prefer the lip balm over the lip oil, and I would not put this on your list if you don't like that tingly feeling. I don't, not at all. I don't. I hate it. Hate it. Holy grail. Put them on your list. Sorry in advance are the YSL Candy Glaze. I mean, this is number 14. Scenic Brown. I throw that on without even looking in the mirror. I do. And then this is number 15. And it's called, I believe, Showcasing Nude. This is amazing with a great brown lip liner. So good. I love them both. That is it for face. I have 3 brushes and a cleaner for you, and then we are done. Okay, so from Sephora, I have been using the 98 brush. It's their highlighting brush, and I love it. It's like perfect for like top of your cheekbones, down the nose. Really great. I would put this on your list because they do 30% off. So at 30% off, this is really great. And quite frankly, that goes for all of their brushes. I should probably do like a Sephora brush video because I have nearly all of them. They're very much worth it. Put them all on your list. And 2 more brushes that you should put on your list. I promise you they are worth it. Wait for the sale. Are the Hourglass brushes. I actually have a video review for both of them that I haven't like uploaded as yet for whatever reason, but we have the Veil Powder because you can use the bigger, fluffier end for your all over face powder, and then the narrow end for under the eyes. It works perfectly. And then there's the Ambient lighting edit brush. So you can use the round brush for, it's perfect to fit like right inside for bronzer, and then the tapered side for blush. So, and of course we should be cleaning our brushes. I just got during the April sale the deep cleansing shampoo for your brush and your sponge. A little goes a long way. I made that mistake. I think I like pumped out like 2-3 pumps in my hand and started washing my brushes, and it took forever to get the soap out. Put it on your list because considering you need like half a pump per brush, this will last you forever, and you'll also get 30% off. And if you want to spot clean, I still have this from like over a year ago. It's probably like down to here. And again, from over a year ago, I spot clean with it. This is the Daily Brush Cleanser Spray. And we have somehow made it to the end of the video. That is everything. I seriously love you guys. If you made it to the end, is there anything here that you are gonna put on your list? Do you have anything on your list that I should put on mine? I am always open to hear what you guys are enjoying. I hope you have a great rest of your day, evening, whenever you are watching this. I hope you're taking care of yourself as per usual. That is very important. Stay hydrated, stay healthy, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.